So, we had a good class tonight. And one thing I want to talk about, that we talked about in class, is the importance of having to go in and go forward in Wing Chun. And the idea is that simply, we have our triangle, we have our shield, I go forward with that, and that will naturally adjust to the target. Now, before that though, you guys say, how the hell does that happen? Well, a simplistic way to demonstrate what we're doing is the idea that you can't just sit there and let the person push on you, because you will get too compressed, and that compression will translate to you unnecessarily and incorrectly muscling against that outside force. So what I want to just demonstrate real quick is the idea of what it is to go forward and how just a simple demonstration can show the difference in how going forward will blunt the power of the other person to a point and allow you to adjust to that person. So when I'm here, if I just stand in a static position and Phil gives me a decent push and I'm just standing here, see how easily he can push me. All right, go ahead. Good. See? No problem. Now, look at what happens when I close the gap and going forward with this as he does that same push. He comes in and pushes. No problem. Why? Because I know when to close that gap to apply my body weight to the potential target. So by doing that now, with the idea of the Wing Chun skill, is that when I'm here, and now if he's in whatever fighting position that he's in, and he comes forward to do that attack, I go forward too. And now I can come in and I can apply my triangle, my lopsided punch right here, and I can continue to go forward with that. Because I have to go forward to meet that force. Now, if I don't go forward to meet that force, and he comes in here and he does his pocket punch, I'll get pushed backwards pretty easy. But I have to go forward to meet that force. Because if I don't, I am going to take the full load of his force applied on me. And at that point, when I'm spring-loaded, let's say if he pops out, and just hold it for a second here. If I'm spring-loaded at this point right here, all right, if he lets go, and I don't have control over this because now this is too tight, and he lets go for a second, yeah, see, this just comes forward. Now you think like, oh, well, that's a good thing that it comes forward. That is not a good thing that it's spring-loaded like that and just comes forward. That is a very basic, low-level way to try to protect yourself. Because why is that bad? I can't adjust to that force. If he's stronger than me and I'm spring-loaded like that and I need to adjust, I can't. And he comes in and he pops punches, I need to go forward here. See, now I'm here, I can adjust, yeah, and I can come in and I can counter off that and pop palm strike him. Why? Because at that moment, when I came forward and I have the right tension in my arms, look what happens here. We'll do a switch here for a second. When you come in the pock punch, right, I go forward, see how my arm naturally adjusts to that? Because what he's doing is when he applies his pock punch, my arm is adjusting, going with that, just at this slight turn. Because if I'm here and I don't make that slight turn happen, I'm going to be fighting that force because he's going to be stronger than me at that moment. But I go forward and meet that and I adjust, and now that allows me to regain control of my motion, maintain control of my motion to the target. Everything I'm doing, I'm learning to apply my power to the target. By learning how to apply my power to the target, I learn how to deal with power that's being applied to me. But the simple rule is I always have to go forward and engage that force, so ultimately I can adjust and counter whatever he's doing. Good luck.